for the public information, reporting on air pollution when it's at the peak, at the highest levels, is the most important. People who are vulnerable make decisions based on the news information they get, right? So in that sense, it's most important to report on air pollution when the problem is worst. But throughout the year, there'll be different reasons for the air pollution. So in winter, wood burning is a big factor in the air pollution problem. In the summer, even if the air pollution is lower, traffic or construction might be the main causes of the air pollution, and that somewhat changes as well the profile of the pollution. Slightly different compositions. And so it's important for people to have information not just about pollution at its highest level, but also what's causing the pollution and when it's causing the pollution. So this depends a lot on what's happening, but throughout the year, I think covering it consistently and bringing the reasons for the pollution that you're experiencing at any given time into the coverage is a good way of doing it.
Многу интересна изјавата на професорите каде што објаснуваат дека и оние кои се задолжени за здравствените политики и подобрувањето на животната средина во Македонија, нивните деца живеат тука, но некако како да го игнорираат целиот проблем со загадувањето.
I mean, often as a society or as a community, we ignore problems, even if they're causing harm to us. It's very easy to ignore problems, especially when the connection is not completely clear. So if you drink contaminated water, it's very likely that you will get sick very quickly. The connection is very clear. If you breathe very contaminated air, some people will get sick, not everybody. Sometimes it takes a long time to get sick. Sometimes it takes a short time to get sick. Sometimes you don't get sick. And it can be difficult to draw a complete connection from one to the other. When there is some doubt, it's easy for us to pretend not to see the problem. So I think, it's the doubt that you can inject into this question. Did the air pollution make my child sick? I don't really know. And then it's easy to step away from the problem. What we need to do, obviously, as decision makers, as journalists, is to come much closer to the problem and say, kids are getting sick. We know why kids are getting sick. We need to act on this issue. But when you don't want to act, it's very easy to turn away and not see the connections.
Вие сте во Скопје, како новинар дадовте убаво објаснување како да се пишува против загадувањето. Што ви напишале за Скопје и за загадувањето во Скопје?
I knew that Skopje has a problem with air pollution, and I was not prepared for how immediately I could smell that and I could tell when I was outside and I could breathe it in. It's not an abstract problem, it's a very present problem that I really sensed immediately. The other thing I noticed is waste. I think waste is a big problem environmentally here. It's something that the journalists I've met here have talked about and who have real personal concerns about, but it's something that you see everywhere as well, like on the streets and around you. And it's not, it doesn't give a good quality of life for people. Quality of life is so important.